Yo, what's good? What's good? It's room Kross at 17, baby. Big 1705 in the building. You're 174th Street. Big fours on deck. You're now. I just wanted to talk about something I was on YouTube today, and I noticed that Ten Toes Down had an interview with Saladin. Now I expected some good content from that because those are two intelligent brothers. You know, I don't really talk to them like that or whatever, but I'm aware of them and I know I've seen them on panels. I went on Ten Toes Down's panel before. Like I like the way that he delivers things. You understand me? Now, that interview was profound. That was probably one of the best interviews in the sector, and I'm not just saying that. But for me, it was one of the best interviews in the sector because I could relate to what Ten Toes Down was talking about. Like that period in your life where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like you think that your mind is clear and you're moving a certain way, and then when you actually get into a situation when you're challenged, like selfish challenged, I'm not talking about like on some somebody's trying to defeat you physically. I'm talking about people is challenging who you are as an individual. Or you're in a situation where you realize that you don't know as much about yourself as you should. Like, I'm not gonna front, that's a defeating feeling, you know what I'm saying? And that's something that I'm going through currently. You understand me? Like on YouTube, y'all see what I be doing. I be changing my name, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to figure out where I fit, like in the music industry. But it's not even about the music industry, it's about you as an individual. Who the fuck are you? And when I asked myself that, I felt some type of way towards myself because it was on some shit like, yo, I don't know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying here making music and shit, yeah, I'm telling y'all about my experiences, but I can't tell y'all what the fuck I want out of life. So once realized that, and this is after I did time, like I swear to everything I love, bro. I thought that I was the man. Like you could not tell me anything. And then, you know, in life you meet different people, and you meet people that live in reality. Like I have a friend that's dead ass that he lives in reality. Like, and it's to the point where like he doesn't want to talk about anything that's not related to something that he's trying to benefit off of. And that's how you supposed to live, because if you talk about something that doesn't really benefit you, and you don't really care about it, you hurting yourself. So that's the way that he is. You know what I'm saying? And then when you actually go to review, like, like when niggas G check you, right? About shit that you're talking about. Say if you're talking about something and you don't have no idea what you're talking about, but you don't realize that, and then somebody G check you on it, that shit hurt, bro. That shit have you ready to knock the nigga out. That shit have you ready to shoot the rip the nigga, whatever. You feel like going ham, bro. Because you were vulnerable. We all want to look strong. We all want to do this, but then we don't put in the work to get to that level. We don't like to work out. We don't like to read books. So, but how do you expect to get to the level that you need to go to if you're not doing these things? So, once he said, like, because he was discussing that, I'm going to get into that part. Basically, he was talking about when he went to the parole board, and then, they brought up certain court shit with that. But when he heard himself, he was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It fucked him up because it was like on some shit like, yo, I sound like a moron. That's how he felt. And once he saw that about himself, that gave him the motivation to work. You know what I'm saying? And then I could relate to that because it's like, I swear to everything. Like, I have a speech problem. Till this day, I have a speech problem. I stutter a lot. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from not having a clear mind. You know what I'm saying? And then I thought it was because I possibly had ADHD that my grandmother didn't decide to investigate when I was younger. But it's not even about that. It's about you putting in work for yourself. You understand me? So once he said that, and then I see the result of him putting in that work, I was happy. I was happy to see that growth. And then I'm looking at the chat, is nothing but positivity, you heard? So salute to y'all brother Saladin and 10 toes down for that interview. Like, I don't think y'all realize how serious, like, that was a legendary interview for the sector. No big channel could produce that. Nobody. That was it right there. Like in the beginning of the year, y'all just that's it, yo. And this is the type of content that we need because it's not like y'all just presented. Like I gotta go finish watching the interview. I didn't watch the whole thing. I hopped in there and I was like, oh shit. But then I was cooking too. So, but the small, I ain't even watch it for 15 minutes, bro. And it was like it was designed for me to go at that point into the interview because it was at a part that I completely related to. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit. Then I'm burning a fool because I'm like, fuck. Like I ain't gonna lie, I went through that. When he was talking that parole board shit, I understood that. You know what I'm saying? Even though my circumstance with the parole board was different, because I was just going for the max out. You're like when I went, that was supposed to be my release date, but I already knew I was maxing out. I had ripped somebody in there. You know what I'm saying? I was in Southport too, seeing the board, and I only had, yo, bro. I already had a year in. I got sentenced to 2 flat. I already had a year in. All I had to do was like 8 months, but I made it worse, and now I had to max out, so I had to do 12 months. You understand me? So, and then when I went to the board, they laughed. They laughed, and it hurt because even though I knew I wasn't going home, bro, the fact that y'all laughed at me and then I can't do nothing about it, that shit hurt my soul. And then the homies down there, like in the shit, like there's this waiting area in Southport, you know, when they call you up to the fucking thing. I was in there chopping it up, the homies and shit, like they like, yeah, you ain't going home, nigga. And they just made me feel worse because like, yo, y'all niggas is in jail and y'all already know you not supposed to tell niggas shit like that. But we in Southport, so it ain't even matter, bro. But that was definitely something that people need to break down because a solution to self was mentioned in there in the scientific methods. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just the scientific terms, which is, oh, you need to just get in tune with yourself. He explained, like, yo, this happened, and that caused me to do this. And he's this person now, today. That is a scientific method. I could, you could break down the processes. I don't know the process. I just saw the methods. The first thing happened is that he didn't like the way he sound. He started to work. The work, he could tell you that himself. But the whole point is that work got him to be able to articulate himself. He got locked up at 15 years old and did 21 years. That means he didn't go to high school, none of that, bro. Like, he wasn't there. So, shout out to you for that, bro. That shit had me ready to work even harder because it's like on some shit. I be going through it mentally, you. And it's just the day-to-day shit. It's not even like, on some shit like, oh, some beef or whatever. No, just death keep happening. That's what I have to deal with. Like, there's people that died months ago that I ain't even get to mourn for because I ain't finished mourning for other things, and then I got shit, business, and I have to keep my mind straight, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of things that I can't afford to get mad, you know what I'm saying? I really can't afford to get mad. That's why I'm so cool on here. I can't, if I get mad, there's no coming back down, bro. I mean, I'm talking about to the point where I give up. That's mad to me. I'm not talking about just, I'm talking about, you know what, my nigga? I'm about to go book this nigga, shoot at this nigga. If I get back in that, there's no coming back. There's no coming back, bro. There's no coming back. Because I already lost it. I already allowed my emotions to get the best of me. And then once I do that, I don't want to go back into the positive shit. No, I want to continue what I was doing in 2012, which was putting in an immense amount of pain. To the point when it was just like my own family ain't want to fuck with me no more. My friends was telling me like, yo, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do. I'm going to do that on the next block. Do that. Them niggas is like, yo, you're bugging, bro. You're bugging. You don't got no like. You know what I'm saying? It's like go mode, and for no reason, no beefs. It was just off of the fact that it was so like I hated life, bro. I hated it. So when Ten Toes Down was talking the shit that he was saying, I felt that, bro. I felt it wholeheartedly. Not no that shit, my nigga. When you don't really have like a purpose and you just outside, bro, that shit is wicked, bro. You all like even the people that watch you grow up don't look at you the same. They're like, yo, this nigga is bugging, but I might need this nigga to go book this nigga. And then now they giving you bread to go book niggas, so they making it worse. But more or less, that's pretty much what I have to say on that. Yo, shout out to that. I'm about to go tune back into that in a few. You know what I'm saying? But that particular part really, really like that was it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought I like I'm not gonna say I felt like the only nigga, but the fact that he was able to explain that the way that he did, and then niggas understood it. That was the best way to describe what's going on in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Whatever way, he is not the only one that went through that. You're so salute to that, man. That was a beautiful interview, man. And I'm out.